What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today I want to focus in on the two most notable snubs from the U.S. Olympic team, Bobby Ryan and Keith Yandle. And, first of all, Keith Yandle got screwed 4 years ago, not making the 2010 Vancouver team. And Brian Burke admitted as such. And I thought they're both shoo-ins. I mean, Bobby Ryan, I thought, was one of Team USA's better forwards in the Vancouver games. But obviously, neither one of their plays were up to the standard of Dave Poyle. I'm not going to talk so much about the snubs. I think they've been talked about ad nauseum. I still think Torrey Krug should have got a longer look. Plain and simple. You say what you want to be unbiased with Krug and with Yandle's Massachusetts kid, but I like both their games, and I think they're both conducive to being successful in a lot of dry surfaces because their games are predicated upon skating ability. Both of them are amazing skaters. Keith Yandle, I believe, is the top scoring American defenseman in the last 4 years. Yeah, you're gonna need him. Skating ability. I'll take his -8, knowing he can quarterback a power play as well as I need most defensemen in the league. And same thing with Krug. Although I can live with the Krug snub. I don't think Jack Johnson should have made this team, but I think Eric Johnson should have made this team. I think you look at a guy who's written off as a bust for the #1 overall pick, and really hasn't played to that level, but he's an above-average shutdown defenseman in the National Hockey League, and those guys do not grow on trees by any means. So that's definitely something to keep your eye on with that. But I'm disappointed. I don't like the team Poyle and Bilesman put together. I don't think Orpik and Yandle should run this team. If Bilesman got to put one of them in, because they're his guys, okay. But, they're combined -11 in the Stanley Cup playoffs in their career. So it's not something you want. And it's really not a knock on either player. It's just the reality of the situation in terms of putting an Olympic team together. And, I can't understand why Bobby Ryan was cut. It doesn't make sense. He should be, second-line winger on that team. He's a good skater. He's, obviously not a great skater. He's a bigger guy. But, he's got a good all-around game. And, he's gone from playing in a market that, I'm not going to say Anaheim isn't a tough market to play in, but a non-traditional Sun Belt market to playing in a market in Ottawa. And I know Ottawa has been playing a standard, you expected out of them, or I expected from the Senators going into the season. But, he's having a great year. And it's disheartening to see a perennial 30-goal scorer left on the sidelines because, this, that, and the other thing. It's just ridiculous. But, I think Poyle and Bilesma, Burke, Lombardio, those guys have made their bed. Now they got to rest in it. I think this team finishes 5th. And even the goaltending situation. I know another thing I took shit on was that I was so high on Ben Bishop, but his numbers back up how well he's played this season. He has been, for my money, the best American goaltender in the NHL, and obviously the #1 job, injury, no injury, was John Quick's to lose, but I don't see why you couldn't have put Bishop on as your third goalie over Jimmy Howard, who's been hurt. Now, I can live with Ryan Miller being put in the team. That's one thing I can live with, but as a Massachusetts kid, it's disheartening knowing that there's no Massachusetts players on this team. This may be the first Olympic team without a single Massachusetts player. I don't know if that speaks about the level of players coming out of Massachusetts, or if it's just two of them got. I'm not say Schneider got screwed, but it's like I said, it's disheartening. But there'll be more pieces leading up to the Olympics. I'm not gonna say I'm rooting against. I know we tweeted it. I'm rooting against the U.S. But I'm disappointed, and what's going to happen with this team. But anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Team USA Olympic snubs. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.